Hey, you! How's it going?
I can't complain. It's a bit boring, but at least I don't have to work. I'm preparing for the next task that Greg's given me.
What task?
I mustn't say. No offense, kid, but I've worked hard for the privilege, and I don't want to lose it again.
Can you teach me something?
I'm sorry, I've got no time right now. I've got some training to do.
Who around here can teach me something?
Henry and Morgan are leading our raiding troops. They can teach you how to be a better fighter. Henry's people all use two-handed weapons. Morgan prefers the faster one-handed weapons.
Who else?
Beats me, I've never been interested in anything else. But I'm sure that Alligator Jack or Samuel could still show you a trick or two.
And there's more, believe me.
What have we here? A fresh face, and not one of those filthy bandits, I hope. I'm Garrett. If there's anything you need, ask me first. I can get you almost anything. Wine, weapons, and other stuff you might need. Except for booze. If it's a decent drink you want, go see Samuel.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Who's Samuel?
He's our moonshiner. He's got his cave on the beach, a little distance from the camp. You can't miss it. Just walk north. You'll be well advised to keep yourself supplied with grog. Some of the boys here aren't very fond of greenhorns at all, if you get my drift. A decent swig of grog can work wonders for you.
Where do you get your supplies?
Skip always brings loads of stuff from Corinus when he visits there. Until recently, he used to sell some of it directly to the bandits. But since we've been at war with the bandits, I'm the one who ends up with all the stuff now.
It turned out differently for us.
What do you know about the bandits?
You'd better ask Skip about that. He's been through quite a lot with that bunch. Let me tell you, Greg has given orders to do away with any bandit who shows up near the camp.
You're Captain Greg. What's he like?
He's a tough old bastard, and no doubt about it. And greedy to the bone. He makes Francis, our treasurer, pay out not a penny more than what it takes to prevent a mutiny. And if one of us ever gets his hands on something really valuable, he'll inevitably take it for himself. I once took a compass from a royal frigate. That bastard Greg made me hand it over, of course. Bah. He probably buried it somewhere, just like the rest of his treasures.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Where might Greg have buried that compass?
Greg once told me that death himself watches over my compass. Then he laughed.
Anything else?
There's a beach at the southern coast. It can only be reached by sea. Greg is said to have been there often. Maybe you'll find something there. I once went there to see what I might find myself, but the area is teeming with monsters. If you really want to give it a try, don't forget to bring a pick.
What can you tell me about Francis?
Greg put him in command while he's gone, but Francis is a total failure as a leader. He can't even get Morgan to stir his lazy ass out of bed. Henry and his boys are the only ones doing anything around here. The others are just enjoying themselves instead of working. I can only hope that Greg will come back soon. He'll give them all a good swift kick in the ass.
You listened to the wrong people.
Anything new?
Nothing ever happens anymore since Greg left.
Let's deal.
Tell me you didn't know that.
I'm staying out of it.
I'm no better off myself.
Huh. What does he know about duty?
I'm not telling you anything new.
He thinks it's
Anything-
as
No.
easy as that.
He listened to the wrong people.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
I'm not telling you anything new.
I'm staying out of it.
Is it really true?
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
New here, are you? Great. We can use every man.
How are things?
Right now, all's quiet in the camp, so I'm going to relax a little. And if I were you, I'd do the same. Since the bandits are here now, the situation may change faster than we like.
What do you know about the bandits?
You mean besides the fact that they're a deadly menace and outnumber us by far?
Yes?
They're rolling in gold. Well, at least they were rolling in gold. They never paid for their last shipment. But I doubt that it's because those bastards ran out of gold. It's more likely that they've gotten way too big for their boots.
Looky there, a newbie. And a landlubber at that. You're a bit scrawny for a pirate.
Anything new?
Wait a moment. Not as far as I can see. Same old, same old.
Can you teach me something?
Teach you? You bet. I could teach you to become stronger and improve your dexterity. But why would I want to do that?
Because I'll buy you a drink.
Not bad, kiddo. Got it. First try. But don't even bother to bring me some cheap rotgut.
I'll get you some grog.
Are you trying to poison me? I'm not touching that muck. Do you have any idea what's in there? Old Samuel has some good stuff as well. Go get me some of that. Have you ever tried Samuel's special recipe?
No, not yet.
Then have a go at it. It's a must try. Oh, I love this concoction.
What have we here? Crossing the path of old Skip again? I know you. The bay near the city, remember?
Skip, right?
I see I made a lasting impression. But I've seen your mug elsewhere in the meantime. But of course... Oh well, not a great likeness, but it's certainly you. Don't let it get to you. My own wanted poster looks just as daft.
What are you doing here?
I've just come back from Corinus, and now I'm waiting for Greg to return.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I saw Greg in Corinus.
Really?
What
Damn.
does he know about
Something must have gone wrong then. He should have been here with our ship some time ago. I suppose I should go back to Corinus and wait for him there. But certainly not today. I only just arrived here.
He simply needs to practice.
What can you tell me about the bandits?
The bandits?
He doesn't see
They're
what I
attacking
can't.
us! Why do you think we're building this palisade? We brought those scumbags over here ourselves. We used to trade with them. Boy, let me tell you, they've got more gold than they'll ever know what to do with. They were prepared to pay any price for a bottle of rum. But those times are past. It's war now.
What happened?
Those bastards hadn't paid for their last shipment. So I went there to see what had become of our gold. But when I got to the swamp, the swine attacked me. And that's not all. They killed Angus and Hank, two of our best people. Just stay away from that swamp, I tell you. They'll go after anyone who doesn't look as shabby as they do.
Have you ever met Raven?
Certainly. When I was with Henry up at the gate, I watched Raven place some of his boys at the tower to the south, just a stone's throw from our camp. I guess they're supposed to spy on us. I've also seen how he treats his people when they don't do his bidding. He'll make short shrift of anyone who doesn't obey his orders to the letter. Mark my words, stay well away from Raven.
And there's more, believe me.
Tell me more about Angus and Hank.
Angus and Hank were supposed to meet with some bandits in front of the camp. They were carrying all kinds of supplies. Everything those bastards had ordered from us. Forged steel, and lockpicks, and whatnot. But they never came back. The bandit swine must have done away with them. Morgan and Bill went out to look for them, without any success. Bill was pretty devastated. They were both friends of his. He's still young. These things really get to him. The rest of us took it in our stride. The goods we can afford to lose. But the grog they were carrying... We're talking at least 20 bottles!
About that grog. You're missing 20 bottles, right?
Yes, damn it. My entire stock.
I've got no time for things like
I need bandits' armor.
You want to go in there? Are you insane? Once those guys find out, you're not one of them. You're sausage meat.
Do you have any idea where I could find armor like that?
You don't give up easily, do you? All right. We used to have a suit. Greg's probably still got it somewhere, up in his hut. Maybe you can buy it from him when he gets back.
Can you tell me how to get into his hut?
Whoa there! Not so fast. You weren't thinking of ransacking Greg's stuff, were you? When he left, he gave the key to Francis and told him not to let anyone into his hut.
What can you tell me about Francis?
Francis is our treasurer. The captain trusts him. That's probably why he left him in command. But none of the boys here really take him seriously. If you want to know more, talk to Samuel. He's got his still in the little cave north of here. There isn't a soul in this camp Samuel doesn't know all kinds of things about.
Can you take me to Corinus?
No way. I'm not leaving now. I'll find myself a decent swig of grog first.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Have you got anything to sell?
If you want to trade, go to Garrett. He's in charge of our supplies.
That was obvious all along.
He simply needs to practice more.
I'd have done it differently.
You can't rely on that.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
The things I can tell you.
It's a bad business.
I must get into Greg's hut.
Forget it. Greg's not there. And I've locked the door, and now I see to it that nobody sneaks around here to do a little looting. So make yourself scarce, or I'll let you have it.
Greg is your boss?
Now, don't try and tell me that you know him. Any sailor, even any cursed landlubber on this island, knows the terrible Captain Gregg, and he left me in command. I'm responsible for making those lazy bums do what he commanded. Some of the boys may think they can do whatever they damn well want now that the captain's not here. Won't they be surprised when Gregg comes back? I'll tell him everything that's been going on here. Got it? Including who's been trying to get into his hut. So make yourself scarce, or you'll be in a load of trouble.
Well then, let's see what you got.
What? I'm the captain here. I'll teach you respect, you landlubber.
I'm staying out of it.
Hey, you. What are you doing in my hut? I've just been gone for a couple of days and everyone thinks they can do what they damn well please. What the hell is going on here? The palisade still isn't finished? The canyon is overrun with beasts and everybody is just hanging around enjoying themselves. So this is all you've accomplished, Francis? Get off my bench at once. And you? What have you done?
I've been working.
Have you? And what?
I've done away with the bandits in the tower.
Well, it's a beginning, I guess. I'll teach you the true meaning of work.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
What is there to do?
First of all, we'll make things hum around here. Morgan, that lazy pig, gets to saw planks. You will take over Morgan's job and clear those beasts out of the damn canyon.
You don't have to tell me.
What beasts?
The razors in the canyon are coming closer and closer to our camp. I won't wait until I've eaten one of my men who's had a few too many.
Am I supposed to do that all by myself?
Just go ahead and grab some of the boys. Let them earn their pay instead of just gabbing all day.
I guess I'll get going then.
One more thing. You're one of us now. So get yourself a decent hunting outfit first. Here's some of our armor for you. I hope it fits. And don't dawdle. Get right to it.
I need that bandit's armor.
Prove yourself useful first. Then we can talk. First, kill all the razors in the canyon.
So how did you get here?
You weren't expecting me, huh? Just so we set this straight, I'm Greg, and this here is my camp. That enough for you?
And there's more, believe me.
That's been known a long time.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
He really should have known.
Hey! How are things going with you?
What's up? Did Henry send you here? Tell him to get his planks as soon as I'm done. If he can't wait that long, he's welcome to saw them himself.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm looking for Angus and Hank.
I have no idea where they are. The bandits must have got them.
You were friends with them, weren't you?
All I know is that they were gonna meet up with the bandits in a cave not far from here. It must be somewhere outside our camp, to the east. I don't know where exactly. I've never been there myself. Maybe you should ask Alligator Jack about this. He's always roaming around outside the camp.
What are you doing now?
I'm taking a break. Francis got my old job. Let him saw planks until his arms fall off.
Hey!
Great. Now Greg is making me saw planks. Have fun slaughtering monsters.
About Angus and Hank.
Oh, don't remind me of them. They probably got themselves killed by bandits. And Angus had my ring on him. Well, Shaw, it was his ring, in a way. He won it from me playing dice. But I would have gotten it back, and now it's gone. If you find my ring, bring it back to me. I'd certainly make it up to you.
I'm here to deliver some meat.
I remember. Right. The meat. Give it here.
About Angus and Hank.
If you find my ring, bring it.
What are you doing here?
Greg made me commander of one of the 2 raiding troops. I'm responsible for keeping the camp supplied. Alligator Jack sees to that. I'm also responsible for keeping those beasts you find out here well away from the camp. That's what the boys do.
Hey, you!
All right. You're the better fighter. What do you want?
Hey!
Thanks to you, Greg is making me saw planks now until there's no wood left on the island. Just leave me alone.
Ah, a new face. What do you want, rum or something stronger?
I've come to get my ration of grog.
You guys don't do anything without your grog, huh? Right. Here you go.
What else have you got?
I can get you anything a pirate needs in order to survive.
I want something stronger.
Ah, a seeker. I'm always after new recipes myself. Decent booze should be clear and strong, and burn your throat like liquid fire. You don't find that very often. But I'm talking too much. You want a drink? Here, my own recipe. How do you like that? I call it hasty herring.
Ooh, impressive.
You can say that again. You wouldn't happen to know a good recipe for booze yourself. If you do, you must tell me. Want another?
Give me some of your hasty herring.
Rather vile muck, but effective.
What's new in the camp?
Francis got what was coming to him. I can't begin to tell you how that pleases me. You're all right. Come on, let's have a drink. It's on me. And Greg is finally back. He lost the ship, but at least he'll restore order to the camp.
What else have you got?
I can get you anything a pirate needs in order to survive.
About that grog. Here's your 20 bottles.
What? Really? Just like that?
Well...
Okay, I'll pay for them.
Haven't you got anything more interesting than gold?
Let's see. I've got this ring here. I won it gambling in a filthy dockside tavern years ago. Back then, the guy told me it was magic. No idea whether that's true. Maybe you want that instead of money.
Give me the ring.
Here you are.
Can you take me to Corinus?
Are you out of your mind? We've lost our ship, man. I'm not taking our last boat out for a spin, just because you're too lazy to get your butt over to Corinus by yourself.
Hey. Here you go.
Ah, down the hatch like liquid fire.
Teach me something. About...
If you find my ring...
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
No idea. You tell me.
Is it really true?
Me anymore.
That was no big deal.
Don't even think about asking me to join your raiding troop. What do you think the other boys will do once I'm gone, huh? When I come back, there won't be one full crate left in my hut. I'll just stay here and guard our supplies.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Hey! You're supposed to help me.
That's news to me. Says who?
Says Greg. We're off to hunt razors in the canyon.
Finally, something's happening around here. Then let's go right away. The sooner we do in those beasts, the sooner we get to be back here.
Come with me.
I'm right here.
Come with me.
I can't leave now. I'm just trying to relax.
Orders from Greg.
Ah, I see. That's different, of course. I mean, of course I'm coming. Where are we going?
We're supposed to clear the canyon.
You're out of your mind. It's teeming with beasts, and those razors are not to be trifled with.
I know. Are you coming now?
You better pack a few healing potions. We're gonna need them.
You're supposed to help me.
With what?
The canyon awaits.
I see you're taking some of the lads along. Good thing. That canyon is dangerous as hell.
Come with me.
Let's go.
The canyon awaits.
I'm sorry, I've got no time right now. I've got some training to do.
Give me that bandit's armor.
I'm not that crazy. Greg would have my head. He explicitly stated that no one will get that armor unless he orders it. I can't give it to you, especially not now that he's come back.